Hello, lovelies. Thank you for joining me in today's Timeless Pick a Card reading. So, what I'm doing is taking a look at what needs to happen before your wish can come true. I often do readings that relate to wishes coming true, but there's rarely any time scale on them, and time scales can be hard to give sometimes in readings. So what I thought I'd do is find out the things that need to happen or things that you need to do for the wish to come in for you, and then it can give you an idea of where you're at with the manifestation of it. Okay, so focus on the different options, choose the one that resonates with you the most. Okay, just before I go, I want to let you know that I'm doing a brief sale on a couple of my readings for just a short time in October. There will be a link below the video if you're interested. Okay, and if anybody wants to put forward their animal companion for a mediumship Q&A session on my other channel, Elizabeth Keedy, let me know. I'll put information below the video for that. I've received quite a few photos of animals so far with some interesting questions, but I'd still like to get a few more animals come in to ask the questions for the readings, for the videos. Okay, and just one other thing before I get into the readings, the Psychic Expansion course that I have been doing as an online group format, I have remastered the course as self-study, and I'm also going to offer it as a tutored course, like one-to-one tutoring support, email support. So check the description box below again for a link for that. If it's not available on my website, there will be information relating to it, and I'll put a register button on there if you're interested. Okay, my lovelies. Right, let's get on with the readings now. Hello, Group 1. Thank you for joining me in the reading. So we're going to find out what needs to happen or what action you need to take to get your dreams to manifest, and then that can give you an idea of how far along you are with that happening. Now, two of these cards fell out, didn't they? So we've got Seven of Clubs, Retreat and Rest, Jack of Diamonds, Free Spirit and Inspiring, and we've got the Queen of Hearts, Caring and Sensitive. Going to get one from my deck, Life Signs Oracle, as well. I'm going to use quite a few different decks today to get different messages. So we've got 13 Affinity, and one of the Daily Signs cards. We've got number 3, Pen. I'm going to have one from the Akashic Tarot. I have that one actually on top. That's 19, Reflection, and I'm going to choose a Runes card. Don't use these very often. I felt called to today. So that is Ken, number 5, the Ken rune. And then, let's see, I think we'll get a Butterfly Oracle card as well. I'm going to get 2 of those. Right, so we've got memories and relationship dynamics. Okay. So I'm not going to get into what the wish is because it's going to be different for each of you, but I'm going to look at things that need to happen, action that you need to take, things you need to do, for before the wish manifests, so that you can measure that as a way of progressing towards your wish. Okay, so there's going to be quite a few different messages, and take what resonates for you, Group 1. Now, the first card here, 7 of Clubs, Retreat and Rest. That is giving me a very strong message where Spirit is saying, let go, okay? Let go of all expectation, all ideas relating to how and when it's going to happen. Spirit is asking you to give that a rest, because I'm getting the impression that it's like you might be chasing this wish, and because you're chasing it, it is running away and you're never going to catch it. So Spirit is just saying, stop with the chasing. take a step back, let go of all your expectations about this. And by letting go, that's going to stop your wish from running away from you, okay? Because I feel like that's what's happening. It's like you're pursuing it, and it's just not, you're not getting any closer to it. So Spirit is saying that isn't helping the situation. So if that's the first message. With the Jack of Diamonds, the Wren there, free spirit and inspiring, I'm getting a sense with that card that, especially tying into this Seven of Clubs card, that this isn't going to turn out how you think. This Wren card here, this Wren energy, is like an awakening energy where you can get inspired. So I feel like there's some, once you take this step back and stop chasing, I feel that there is some more inspiration that wants to come into your mind about this wish that might change things a little bit or improve the wish, just so that it's more in alignment with your highest good and your needs. And with this Queen of Hearts, the whale there, caring and sensitive, Spirit is saying there, I'm getting the strong sense connected with the water here about going with the flow. And because whales are such big, beautiful, graceful creatures. When they move through the water, they're just amazing to watch. And so I'm getting that sense of you just moving in this graceful, flowing way through your life towards your wish, and not holding on to any impatience or asking when, and how, that kind of thing. This is very much an energy here of just being cool and calm and collected. Okay, group 1. Now, with the 13 affinity card and the number 3 pen card, the message I'm getting here is about you creating some kind of, maybe like a journal or some way of expressing yourself. So for some of you, it could be that you need to talk to a like-minded friend about this wish. Maybe some of you haven't opened up to anyone about your wish. You know how it can be sometimes where if you feel like if you talk about something, it's never going to happen. It's like it makes it feel further away. It can have the opposite effect sometimes as well. When we voice things, it helps them, bring them closer to us. So I feel that one of those situations, one of those extremes could relate to you, group 1. But Spirit is just saying, don't be afraid to voice how you feel about this wish, how you feel about getting to it, especially if you've been feeling like it's never going to happen. Spirit is saying don't worry about offloading that energy that has been weighing you down. So for some of you, this could be relating to speaking to a like-minded friend where you can talk about your worries and concerns or any fears that you've got about this wish coming in. For some of you, though, you might resonate more with the pen energy of writing things down, writing things out of your energy, like in a journal, or writing down all the information about the wish that you would like. Because sometimes when we do that, when we put things to paper, it can help us to get clearer on what it is that we're looking for, what we're going after. And sometimes when we get it out of our energy, we can see where something is a little bit out of alignment, and then that can bring in a positive change or adjustment. So Spirit is saying to get this out of your energy in some way, okay? So with the reflection card, number 19, and the memories card here, I'm getting this sense that there's something from your past that has been holding back this wish. I'm just being shown an image, not of a brick wall, which can sometimes happen, or a big boulder in the path. All I'm seeing here is like the curtains are drawn. It's like you can't see how it's going to manifest. And Spirit is saying there is something from your past that is just holding you back a little bit at the moment, where there's an uncomfortable experience or event or a memory or feeling, something like that, that has made you doubt yourself or doubt your worthiness to receive. And Spirit is just asking you to have a look at this within yourself. Ask yourself, do you really feel like you deserve this wish? Be honest with yourself. Is there something from your past that is affecting that is making you think like you don't fully deserve it? It's like there's something, it's not like a huge boulder on your past, group one. It's like, as I say, it's like somebody's just drawn the curtains on it. So that's quite an easy obstacle to get through, to get around, is just by drawing the curtains away. But I feel that there's something that needs looking at that you haven't looked at from the past, either because you don't want to, or because it's hidden from you, or because you haven't felt ready to look at it. But Spirit is saying there is something that needs to be reflected upon and healed or cleared in some way for this wish to manifest, okay? I'm just going to choose a couple of cards to see if I can get any insight into what that is. So let's just find out. It could be that it's something different for each of you, but we'll see if Spirit wants to give any insight as to what this is that needs looking at from the past. 17, aeroplane, flying high, uplifted, joy, higher perspective. So that gives me the sense of a situation that wasn't happy for you, but it's also something that you're not seeing very clearly. For some of you, though, with the aeroplane image, this could relate to some kind of travel or holiday that you've taken that maybe wasn't a very good experience, or it was with someone that's brought a difficult experience into your life. Let's just get one more. 8 of Hearts, empowerment. Those are both number 8 cards, aren't they? 8 can relate to karma, so this could be a cycle from the past. With the empowerment card as well, this is tying in with what I was talking about, with you not feeling worthy enough to receive this wish. It could be in connection with a person that has taken your power away from you. That could relate to a few of you. And I feel for some of you, there is something that has really had an impact on how you feel joy in your life, and that connects with your past. So take what resonates for you, group one, and Spirit is saying, when you're ready, be willing to have a look at what needs clearing for this wish to come in, because although, you know, it is standing in your way, it isn't a huge blockage, so that is a good thing. Now, this number 5 Ken runes card, let's have a look. I don't know the runes off by heart, so let me read this. Creative illumination. Ken is a connector associated with knowledge and learning, manifesting creative energies into the physical plane. Well, that's good for this reading. The rune is an angelic rune that is also associated with crystals and thus bringing connection with unseen energies. Ken enables the seeker to find illumination in a particular situation. That's just what I was talking about, while simultaneously providing creative insight and generating enthusiasm. Ken can help with transformation regarding any situation, whatever that might be. So that ties in well with what I was talking about with this memory from the past that Spirit is asking you to have a look at, where you can get some clearer insight on that, and anything that needs changing within you, or healing or releasing, you know, that kind of thing. But the message I'm also picking up from the Ken rune there is about you believing in yourself to create your dreams, to make things come true for yourself. You know, it's a little bit about self-belief, which ties in with the empowerment card, because if somebody's taken your power from you in the past, that can really damage the self-belief. You know, it's like you don't believe in yourself anymore. So this is something to be aware of and for you to work on, that Spirit is saying there's something here that needs a little bit of attention for your wish to come in. But like I say, group one, it doesn't feel like a big obstacle that's standing in the way here. With this relationship dynamics card here, I mean, I've already mentioned for some of you that this could relate to a person from your past that has held you back in some way, that's affected how you think about what you deserve and how you receive things, you know, whether if you're not worthy. But I can also see that it has an affinity with the affinity card, those 2 cards. So let me just get some clarity from Spirit on this message. Okay, so Spirit is saying that for many of you listening to the reading, there is some kind of change that needs to happen in one of your relationships before this wish can come in. I'm picking up for a few of you that there is someone who's a negative influence in your life, and while that person is around you, it's going to make it hard for this wish to come in. Okay, so there's some kind of change that needs to happen there, and it may be that once you've done a little bit of reflecting and contemplating on your past, you might see the truth of this person or the truth of this connection and how it's actually blocking you, and so you might choose to make a change in the connection there. Spirit's just saying that you do need to get in touch with people who are more in alignment with you, and that's this affinity card here. With the pen card, I'm also picking up another message there about contacting people online, you know, getting in touch with people through social media or email or messaging, you know, any of the ways that we write electronically because I feel that one or two of you might be a little bit isolated at the moment, and Spirit is saying that that in itself can block the flow of abundance in your life because you're not open to receiving. And if you're not open to receiving, then that can just slow down the wishes from coming in. So I'm going to choose a couple of these quick message cards just to get some more insight if there's anything else Spirit wants to say. There's a big strong element of water here in this reading, and I am picking up travel for some of you. There's something linked to travel with this. So I feel that the water, this is about what I was talking about earlier with flow, needing to flow, go with the flow of life and not chase after your dream. And also I feel that for some of you, this is about finding a balanced inner state with your emotions, and not letting yourself get in a pickle because things aren't happening in the way that you want them to. But with this travel element that I'm picking up for some of you, I feel that maybe some of you, your wish could be connected to traveling in some way. So either going abroad, or it's got some connection with someone abroad, or in a different part of your country, wherever you are. So it might be that there needs to be something happening there. So some of you might need to go abroad before this wish comes in. Some of you might need to go traveling before this wish comes in. Some of you might need to travel to create this wish. Some of you might need to get in contact with someone that is a long way away from you in regards to this wish to come in, that can help you in some way. We've got take it easy. That ties in with the retreat and rest card. Yeah, Spirit is just confirming there to not chase after this wish, to let it go. I mean, there is that saying, when you love someone, set them free. I always get the same message with regards to wishes and dreams. When you love when you want your wish, your dream, when you love it, let it go. So let it go from your energy, and then that will make it easier for it to come in. Just send love to it, and then let it be what it needs to be, and let it come in the time that it needs to come in. Trust yourself. That ties in so well with the empowerment card, doesn't it? And with your self-belief, and you know, if you've got any feelings of not feeling good enough or deserving of this wish, the Spirit is just confirming that there is a little bit of work that needs to be done on yourself in relation to that group one. Okay, delays are blessings in disguise. Goodness me, I get that card so often, so often. It really gets irritating sometimes. So group one, Spirit, often, you know, with this card, Spirit says it's because things are actually going to turn out better than what you think. And that's why it takes them a bit longer to come in, because they are going to be better. So bear that in mind. Spirit's just saying, yeah, let go of the time scale, because the change for this to come in, it needs to come from within you. And then once this change has occurred within you, your wish will align, and it will align to something better than what you originally thought. That's the message I'm getting. And then we've got blessed connection. It's interesting how wonderful synchronicity we've got in these message cards in relation to what I've been talking about in the reading. So I mentioned earlier, didn't I, about getting in contact with people that are more in alignment with you and less so with the people that aren't good for you. And this blessed connection, that's lovely confirmation of that. where I feel that there's one or more people in your life that could really help you, help to boost your energy. Spirit is actually saying boost your energy, which will help you to boost the energy of your goals and dreams and wishes. Because at the moment, it feels like I can sense the energy of what you're hoping for, but it doesn't feel energized enough at the moment. It's like it's just gone above the 50% mark, but it's bobbing about and it's not full enough yet. Do you know what I mean? So I feel that these things that I've mentioned, when you can go through all of these different stages and let go of this wish, to let it be what it needs to be on its own, then that's going to help it to fill up more with energy. Because I feel that for some of you, Group 1, you are actually draining the energy from this wish because of your need for it, this intense need, or this intense need to know when or how, that kind of thing. It's not allowing the wish to be to grow on its own. Sometimes we need to put a lot of effort into creating the wish, but in this message for you, Group 1, it's been quite different. Spirit is actually saying take a step back from it and allow it to be what it needs to be. And in this situation, this is when there are things that need to go on behind the scenes that you're not aware of, and this is when your spiritual team does a lot of work behind the scenes to help you and to help your wish. It's like they're pulling strings and they're organizing things for this to come in, and they're saying there's a lot that's out of your control at the moment, Group 1, so please let it go. And once you can ease up on this energy of chasing it and wanting it, that's going to allow it to manifest more easily for you. Okay, so I really hope that reading has helped you. Thank you for listening, my lovelies. Have a fab day, and I'll see you in the next video. Hello, Group 2. Thank you for joining me in the reading. So let's get choosing some cards to see what it is that needs to happen for your wish to manifest. So that fell out, and I've chosen another one. We've got, these are from the Akashic Tarot, Fated Meeting number 7 and 6 of Forces, the Waterfall. So that number 7, the Fated Meeting, that was the card that fell out. That's interesting, isn't it? That one's just jumped out, 38 Aware. Going to get another one. It's interesting, those first two cards, though, because there was a person relevant in the first reading and there was a water symbolism quite strongly in the first reading, but I think the energy is different. So here we've got 18 Believe. No, that was similar to the first reading. Let's see. Let's get some more cards, see what else is coming. We've got Purpose. Going to get, we'll get one of these Butterfly Oracle cards. Healthcare Change. And I'm going to get one of these, or two of these actually. And then a couple of these. Right. Let's just move those across. Six of Clubs, Family Tribe. 10 of Spades, Breakthrough. And that came out in the last reading. Number 3, the Pen. 34, Orange Peel. Okay. So you've got 2 6s and 2 7s. You've also got 9 and 11. 9 and 11 are those numbers that I always associate with some kind of big ending that then leads to an awakening or some kind of a truth coming. So I'm going to see how that, if that comes out any stronger in the rest of the reading. Now, the number 7, Fated Meeting, and the 6 of Clubs, Family Tribe card here with the Breakthrough card. What I'm picking up here is that there is something to do with a soul directive, like a soul contract that you've had with somebody in your soul family, in the spirit realm, with somebody in your physical life that has been something to do with this wish. Let me just get some insight from Spirit. Okay, so what I'm picking up here is that there's been somebody in your life that's had a really negative impact on you from, possibly from the past. It might even still be going on for some of you. But I feel that this person, you had a soul contract together where you wanted to go through certain experiences as a way to help each other to grow and to learn as a human. And I feel for some of you that's ended already, but for some of you it might be more recent. And in relation to bringing your wish in, Spirit is saying you've needed to break free from that energy first. That's like one of the things that is, it's like it's been holding you back in a lot of things in your life. And Spirit is saying that's why we've got this breakthrough card, where you need to break out of the energy of this. So if you think about the butterfly in the chrysalis, I sometimes mention this in the readings. When the caterpillar is in the chrysalis, I think it becomes is it a pupa, something like that. But they only know this one reality inside the chrysalis. They don't see the world beyond it. So they've got this very single perspective where they're just seeing everything in one way, just having one view of things. And I feel that that's where you've been because of how this person has treated you. And I feel that's what this aware card is about. It's like this negativity, this negative behavior, somebody like pecking away at you, taking your confidence and self-belief. And it is that has stood in the way of your wish manifesting, group 2, okay? And with the waterfall card, I feel that this is in relation to things not flowing, your emotions getting stuck, and it's this whole big thing that has affected you and stopped your wishes or your wish from coming in. So Spirit is saying with this purpose card as well, these cards tie in so very well to each other. They're so wonderful. It's like in the first reading there were a few different things that to go through in the stages for the wish to come in, but for you, group 2, I'm seeing that most of this energy here relates to this connection with this person and how it's impacted you and your choices in your life. So it has affected how you see things and what you believe in. And Spirit is saying that you've believed that maybe some of you have had a pessimistic outlook where you only expect disappointment, or that you think things are always going to go wrong, or that things are never going to work out for you. There does come a point where that becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, Spirit saying. I mean, yes, it feels true for a while you're in a difficult situation. It can feel like that. But when you're free of that, there's no need to keep that belief moving through your life. You don't need to keep thinking that and believing that, because then it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, and then you're creating situations where those things keep happening and you keep being let down, you keep being betrayed, you keep being hurt, things don't work out, everything always goes negative, it's always adverse. You know what I'm saying? So Spirit's saying that there's some kind of breakthrough that needs to happen with the way that you're seeing things, how you see yourself and how you're seeing other people, because not everybody's going to treat you in that way. I feel that some of you might be holding back with people, where you might be protecting your heart, and that's completely understandable after what you've been through. But there does come a point, Spirit's saying, where you need to open up your heart again, because a closed heart, it makes it difficult for abundance to come in and for wishes to manifest, because you've got this big barrier around yourself. And Spirit is just saying with this purpose card, what happened to you? It was part of what your soul wanted to experience, but it's also a part of what is going to turn you into the most amazing human being. Because one day, and some of you might even be doing this now, you will be using your experience to help others and to create a very strong foundation for your own life. And you'll go through such a big transformation as a person that you will be unrecognizable as the person that you become. But the person that you're becoming is your true self. The person that you were was what somebody else wanted you to be and what somebody else created. So Spirit is saying it's like you're going through this big transformation. And I feel like for this group, this wish that you've got, it feels like a lovely, really big wish. But Spirit's saying for it to come in, there is quite a big transformation to go through. Now, you're not all going to be at the same stage of transformation. As I said at the beginning, I think for some of you, this relationship has gone and passed, but it's still affecting you. But for others of you, it could be more recent, or it could be that some of you have repeated this past pattern in your relationships, where you do keep meeting people that treat you in a similar way. And if that's the case for you, group 2, it's because you haven't learnt the lessons that you needed to learn. So life will keep bringing it in for you until you see that, until you realise what it is that you need to learn from, so that you don't repeat the same choices again. Once you realize what it is that you don't want in your life, then you can take the steps to stop that from happening. But I feel that as well with this purpose card, I am getting the sense that this wish is definitely meant for you. You know, it's another thing that your soul agreed to. Before we come here, the soul agrees to lots of things. Some of them are very difficult situations, but other things are these amazing wishes that we're going to manifest on our path as we go through life. And I feel that for you, group 2, this is one of those things, this wish that you've got, okay? With this 38 aware card, Spirit is just saying, you beat yourself up, you punish yourself a lot because this is what this person has done to you. And it's kind of a learned behaviour that has got stuck inside of you. And for some of you, I feel that this is affecting how you take care of yourself. We've got the healthcare change card here, you know, because the way that you talk to yourself and your body is very sensitive to that. Your body listens to what you think about it, what you say to it, you know, and it responds to that. So really take notice of how you're treating yourself, group 2, because there is a need for you to change or improve the way that you're looking after yourself, the way that you're talking to yourself. And for some of you, I feel that there needs to be some lifestyle changes in relation to your diet, exercise, resting, and, you know, self-kindness and self-compassion. Spirit's saying it is time to put this energy of the, like on here we've got the fox, it's in the moonlight energy, so it's this energy of fear and criticism and, you know, worrying about things that aren't true or being negative. It's got like this negative energy to it. It's time to put that to rest, Spirit is saying, because it's not helping you. And I feel that this could be, for some of you, it is quite a big barrier, but it is something that you can get through though. And I feel that you are destined to get through that barrier though, group 2. So don't give up on this wish. With these cards here at the end here, we've got 3 the pen, 34 orange peel and 18 believe. Spirit is just drawing my attention to these 2 cards, the believe and the pen, and saying to write down your wishes and to keep writing them down, to keep adding information to it, to keep writing out the details of it, because it might change over time. And it's like, this is your way of putting positive energy into it, because I feel that there's not much positive energy has come from you for this wish at the moment. It's kind of been affected by this negativity from your past. And Spirit is saying this is one of those instances with your wish where you do need to contribute to it, group 2, because sometimes our wishes come in regardless of how much energy we put into them. They come in for us anyway. But this is one of those situations where Spirit is saying you do need to create this positive energy. I often see it as golden sparkles coming in that is creating this wish in the etheric fields, you know, in the ether. So once it gets to a certain point where there are enough golden sparkles of energy, it then manifests down into the physical plane. So Spirit is saying there's a lot of work that needs to be done there with creating the energy of it. Okay, group 2. And with the 34 orange peel card there, I feel that for some of you, this could relate to you looking at this past relationship from a different perspective and seeing below the surface of what went on, not just seeing it from a human 3D ego, mind or emotion perspective where you've been hurt. It's actually understanding what this has brought for you, what it will bring for you, to understand the blessings and all the good things that have come out from it, you know, like finding the silver line in a dark cloud. So Spirit is saying if you can look at this, what's happened to you from a different perspective, it will help to clear the energy of the situation and how it's affecting your energy field. And for some of you with the pen card there, it might really help to write out your feelings, you know, to get them out of your energy, because I'm getting this sense that there's a lot of clearing that still needs to be done in this group root for this wish to come in, okay? But as that energy clears, you'll start to feel the strength of this wish growing within you, Spirit's saying. That's really good. Let's get just a few of these, that wants to come out, quick message cards, just to get any more insight that Spirit wants to give. Got 2 little kittens in the room at the moment. I'm just keeping my eye on them. They're not anywhere near the microphone table, so I shall let them be for now. They've been going crazy this morning. They kept me up half the night, I have to say, as well, bless them. Somebody's coming to look at one of them today, and I think they're going to be rehomed. Might be having tears later. Right, we've got trust yourself. That's really ties in well with the self-belief card there. Speak your truth. Now that is in relation to this person. It might be for some of you that you're not in a position where you can speak your truth to this person that has hurt you. And I feel that for some of you, this is actually relating to you speaking to a friend or even a counsellor or a therapist, you know, where you can find a way of helping yourself to move beyond this situation. Because I feel like for some of you, there's a lot stuck inside of you. There's a lot bottled up that still needs to come out. And so Spirit has been talking about ways that you can get this out of your energy. And for some of you, it's going to be to speak your truth to someone. Delays are blessings in disguise. No surprise that's come out. It came out in the last reading. And that's one of the most common cards that I see for myself. It's so frustrating. But often when this comes out, it's usually because something is going to work out better than what we expect, okay? So Spirit's saying, hold on to your hat, group 3, because it's going to be better than you can imagine, okay? Happy surprise. Yeah, there you go. That is a lovely card to get after that delay card. So that means that things are going to be a lot better. There's something that's coming in for you that you really aren't expecting in relation to this wish. And Spirit's saying you haven't figured it out yet. It's not something that you've manifested yet, and that it's not something that you've thought of yet. And Spirit's saying it does need to remain a surprise because of how it's going to impact you. You're going to absolutely love it. And if they tell you what it is, it will ruin the surprise. But this is a very positive sign that things are going to be a lot better than you can imagine. Okay, group 2. I really hope that reading has helped you. Thanks for listening. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Hope you have a fab day, and I'll see you in the next video. Hello group 3, thank you for joining me in the reading. So I'm going to choose a card that wants to come out from, get another one from the Work You Like deck to find out what it is that needs to happen before your wish can come in. That wants to come out. Let's get another one. Let's see what we've got then. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. We've got the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold, 22 balance, and 27 connect. Those are both green cards, aren't they? It's interesting, those 2 cards have both got sky things. We've got the sun, the moon, and the stars. So do you know what? I am getting a feeling for some of you, maybe all of you in this group, that there is some kind of big help that is coming in to help with this wish from beyond the stars. Getting a couple of these. These are the Dream Interpretation Oracle. And I'm going to get a couple of these that wanted to come out. Let's see what we've got. 7, obedience, 6, travel. So you've got 6 and 7 there. We've got hope and be magical. Okay. Let me tune into the energy of this. Do you know what, group 3? The message that I'm getting through for this reading, it's quite different to the others. I feel that your wish isn't far away at all. It feels like it's on the horizon for you. And when I say that, I don't mean like years away. I mean, it's actually in view. There might be some of you that are getting a taste of this wish coming in. Maybe you've been feeling it, you know, intuitively, like you started thinking about it more, or you've been picking up on feelings about it. Maybe 1 or 2 of you have even dreamt about it or something to do with that. Or maybe you've been seeing some signs and synchronicities recently that relate to this dream. But I am getting the feeling definitely that there is some help from some like non-earth based beings that are coming in to help you with this. I mean, we've got the Connect card that relates to all kinds of energies in the universe. We've got the Be Magical card as well. This initiation card, as both of these cards here, I'm just getting the sense here that you're getting some help from another dimension, from beings from another dimension, another reality with regards to this. And I feel that with this Seeding the Light card, I'm getting the sense from Spirit that you have put the foundations in already for this wish to come in. And what I mean by that is not literally building foundations, but who knows, is some of you wanting your dream house and you might have built the foundations literally. No, but what I'm picking up here is about you doing the inner work to base this wish on. You know, when we have a wish for something, if it's just like a pipe dream, it's a pie in the sky, it's just something that isn't at all connected with where we're at in our life or with who we are, it's not going to manifest because it's not right for us, you know. And wishes take time and energy and inner work and effort to create, sometimes from us, sometimes from Spirit, and sometimes from both. But I feel that with you, Group 3, you have been putting in a lot of inner work on yourself, where you have built this stable foundation for you, you know, where you have learnt some really tough lessons, where you have gone through some big releasing of your shadows, you know, where you've been bringing things into balance, where you have got to the point where you've stepped through like a portal or a wormhole into another reality, and the life that you're living now, how you perceive your life and how you perceive the world are very different to how it was some time ago, years ago maybe for some of you. I feel that you have been on either a spiritual path or a path of self-awareness or something like that, where you have been quite focused on transformation and, you know, working on yourself, turning your life around, releasing the traumas, healing your emotions, clearing the negative thoughts and the unhelpful beliefs. I feel that this group have been putting in a lot of that work already, because it really feels like the energy, like I say, it feels like this wish is not too far away for you. And the message that I'm getting at the moment is just to keep doing what you're doing, Group 3, because you are on the right path with this. And as you've been going through this transformation and change and healing and processing and releasing and all of that and rebuilding your life, rebuilding who you are, that has been clearing this pathway towards your wish and building the energy of the wish so that it is much closer to you. So sometimes Spirit shows me what the wish or the manifestation looks like in the ether, and I see it as something that looks full or empty or full of energy, you know, whatever it is. But for you, I'm getting this sense that the energy feels quite full, and it's actually coming quite close to the physical realm now, where it gets to the point where it's full of enough energy and then it manifests physically. So I'm seeing you with this wish, and this wish is, it's like it's at the point where it's like it's at the veil, you know, the veil between our reality and the spirit realms. It's like it's standing on the other side of the veil, getting ready to come here. Okay, and it feels full of energy, and it feels like it's ready. It's not 100%, but I don't think it's far off. I'm getting like somewhere in the 80s to 90% full of energy to come. So that's not far off at all for you, Group 3, which is fantastic. I feel that a lot of you have come through some really difficult times, and that you have done a great job of putting the past behind you and have been learning to become your authentic self, where you haven't been being the person that other people want you to be. You know, I feel that you've broken out of that mold and you're not doing that anymore, and you're not afraid to be yourself. And with this number 6 travel card, I feel like this is you. This is like this lovely path of sunflowers here, it's like you're at this point at the beginning of this journey where you're moving into this next phase. We've got the initiation here with this path leading to the hole in the cave that leads to a brighter scenery there. And I feel that this is like you, this is like where you are. You can see it, you can see this coming, this dream, this wish. And this is the path leading you to it. It's not far away at all. With the hope card here, Spirit is asking you to just remain really positive about this coming in and not to doubt it, because they're saying that there are still days where you do get a bit down or where things knock you off your balance a little bit. And Spirit's saying when that happens, it's just clearing that's going on for you. And Spirit's saying just to remember to stay positive and not to let yourself slip back into the negativity, into the past, into the emotions or the negative thinking, all of that, to remain above it. Just float above it if you can, and remind yourself that when you go through those little phases, those blips, that they're temporary and that they're happening less and less and they're getting lesser and lesser. The energy of them is weakening them and it doesn't pull you down as much. Just remind yourself, if you come into that again, that it's going to pass. It's not going to overwhelm you. It's getting easier to get through. They're becoming less. They're getting I've just said easier, haven't I? Yeah, they're getting easier to get through. Spirit obviously wants me to say that again. So yeah, it's like everything is easing for you. There's that word easier, easing and easy that keeps coming into my mind. Spirit is saying, yeah, this is a word that I keep putting in my mind. So things are easing up. Now we've got it, another word. Easing, easier and easy. So, oh, was that a kitten? It's gone past my feet. So group 3, that is really good news for you, isn't it? So I feel like you've done the hard work already. Do you know what I mean? You've really done all of that. With this Be Magical card and the Connect card on the end, those are lovely energies. And that's just giving me a sense to remind you to believe in the magic of the universe, that wonderful things do happen, miracles do happen, blessings do come in, and wishes do come true. And Spirit is saying, never give up on believing that, okay? Be your childlike self and believe in the impossible, because that is what can come in for you. I'm going to, I think I'll get a couple of these. I want to get some more insight, any advice that Spirit wants to give on anything else that you need to do or focus on or not do. Anything that can help. Let's get those. I think we'll have one more. Of those two. Couldn't decide. So that one fell out. We've got 4 of spades, logic and solution. Jack of hearts, the dolphin, playful and light-hearted. Jack of clubs, the monkey, inventive and skillful. King of hearts, the crab, tenacious and protective. And 5 of hearts, change of heart. Wow, some interesting cards. You've got 3 court cards there. So that's a lot of people energy. Now with the 4 of spades, logic and solution, I mean, if you look at the image on there, there's like a jigsaw with one piece left to go in. That is where I feel you're at, group 3, with this wish manifesting for you. It's like there is just one more piece to put in place before it comes in. And so let's have a look at these other cards to see what that relates to. This Jack of Hearts, that's the dolphin, playful and light-hearted. This is Spirit reminding you. I mentioned, didn't I, about being like your childlike self, where you believe in magic. That is this energy in this card. It's light, it's fun, it's joy, it's love. All of those positive feelings bring positive energy into your life and into you, and they help to keep your own frequency high. And this is the energy that is going to help to finish off, to bring this last piece of the jigsaw in for you, group 3, is to keep your vibration as high as possible. Because I mentioned, didn't I, about having these blips, and Spirit saying not to let yourself slip back into that 3D energy of it, but to remain high vibration and positive, and to have fun, okay? With the monkey card here, This is very much about you being your authentic self, thinking outside the box, not being afraid to go after things that are different to what everybody else wants. That's the message I'm getting here. You do not have to fit in with society group 3. Don't worry about being different, and don't worry about wanting different goals to other people. You're here for a different purpose to the majority. So honour that, honour the fact that you're different and keep being your unique self. That's what that card is. And Spirit is just saying there's a message here for just a few of you where it is going to be time for you to pursue something that is very dear to your heart in relation to possibly work or some kind of work that you do, your skills, your abilities. It's relating to that. Something is opening up for you. And there could be a connection with your wish with that, but not necessarily so. But it was just a little extra message for a few of you. With the King of Hearts here, with the crab, tenacious and protective. I feel that, the crab shell is very hard and it helps to protect it. And I feel that that's where you've been. You've been in that protective place where you've protected your heart from being hurt. But with the King of Hearts card now, this is where you've got to the point where you're not afraid of that anymore. You haven't shut yourself down. You've actually come out of your cave and you're more wise and you're stronger for what you've been through. And you're not afraid to engage in life anymore. And Spirit is just reminding you to keep being that way. Keep being open to the situations that are coming in, to people that are coming in, to experiences that come in. And with the Change of Hearts card, what is that relating to, Spirit? So Spirit's just saying this wish that is coming in for you is going to bring some positive change in your life. And there might be one or two things that you change your mind about. In the meantime, before this wish comes in, it's like I can see some of you doing a 180 on one or more things before the wish comes in. It's like, okay, so Spirit's saying there are one or two things where you still need to have a little bit of a look at your perspective, how you're viewing something. There's one or two things for most of you where you need to change how you're seeing it, or it's that something's going to happen that will make you change your perspective on something. Maybe something that you've believed for a long time. You might get some insight come in, or you might see a video or do some research or something. Maybe somebody might say something that suddenly makes you question, some big things in your life, and it brings in this change of how you're seeing it or how you believe in it. And I feel that this is one of the things that needs to happen for the wish to come in. Spirit's like saying it's one of the final pieces. It is the final piece of the jigsaw as it comes in, is you changing your mind on one or two things. Let me just get some of these quick message cards. I'll just get a couple of them. I feel that this changing your mind on a couple of things. Oh, two have fallen out. It might be different for each of you though, but I think all of you listening, it's like you're on this path of awakening, and you've probably already gone through a lot of awakening experiences where you've discovered a lot of truth in things that wasn't there for you before, where you've seen through the illusions of things. So I feel that there's one or two more things that are still to come in for you to change your perspective on before this wish manifests. Oh my goodness me, that card has come out in all the readings, and it's one of the cards that I pick the most. When I pick cards for myself, it always comes out. So usually the message with this card is that things are going to work out better than you imagine, and that's why they take a bit longer. If the dream had come in sooner for you, it wouldn't be as good, it wouldn't be as nice, it wouldn't be quite live up to your expectations or really what you want. So it's going to be better, okay? And let it go, okay? So Spirit is just asking you to let go of any expectation as to how you think things are going to pan out. That's no surprise that has come out, actually. When you want something, set it free. I think I mentioned that in the first reading or something similar. So let go of any preconceived ideas of how you think your wish is going to manifest, because there are one or two details that are going to be different, but better. Spirit is saying it is going to be better than what you can imagine. And I feel that this changing your mind or changing your heart on something is going to be so instrumental in your wish coming in. I'm just going to get one more card. I feel the urge. And that one's jumped out. Six of Hearts, the flower, beauty and appreciation. This is this energy of gratitude, isn't it? Saying thank you for something before you've even got it. Spirit is just reminding you this is a very high vibration practice that you can do to help keep your own energy up and to help to keep the path clear to abundance for you. Group 3 is to be thankful before you receive things, not just when you receive them, but before you receive them, and to be thankful for all things, not just the good things in life, but the challenges as well, because those are the things that help us to grow and be amazing human beings. Okay, Group 3, really hope you've enjoyed the reading. I hope it helped you. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Thank you so much for listening. Have a fab day, and I will see you again.